Hi, my name is Joel Pisani, and today I'm going to be showing you how to use basic lasso tools to do some simple cropping in Adobe Photoshop. So I'm just going to open up Adobe Photoshop CS5. I'm going to go to File and Open, and on my desktop I have a high-res TIFF image labeled circles. I'm just going to open it up. Basically what I want to show you today in Adobe Photoshop, first is just make sure that we do have a high-res image. As you can see, I'm just going to change it to inches. We are working at 300 dpi, or pixels per inch. Basically what I want to show you today is how to manipulate 4 basic cropping tools in Adobe Photoshop. I'm just going to unlock the layer here so it is a live layer. I'm just going to label it test. I'm going to go over to my different cropping tools. Just make this a little bit bigger. My different cropping tools here, we have our lasso tool, polygonal lasso tool, magnetic lasso tool, and I'm going to show you how to use each of these. The first one is the basic lasso tool, and as you can see, it's a freehand based selection. So I'm just going to go around this orange here, and as you can see, some of it's very sloppy. For the sake of the tutorial, I'm just rushing a little bit, but if I were to do this properly, I would have to take my time. And when you are using the lasso tools, it's very important that you close the shape, meaning that the first point you create matches the last point. And when I grab the move tool, as you can see, I can do a couple of things with this shape. I can actually pull it out, I can color correct it, and I'm only going to be color correcting any pixels that are inside the actual lasso selection. Just do a little bit just for reference, some levels, so increase the dark, so cool effects. And as you'll notice, nothing happens on the outside of the actual orange itself. The second lasso tool we have, the polygonal lasso tool. This is more for straight edge selections, and every time you click on the mouse you create an anchor point, and obviously anchor points create line. This is more of a selection tool that you would use if you were selecting buildings or geometric base shapes, and as you can see, the same principles apply with regards to moving the object around the canvas, color correcting it, etc. Just going to hit OK. As you can see, I'm using the Histories palette just to go back to the beginning to reset the image to its original form. The third of the 4 tools I want to show you is the magnetic lasso tool. Now again, I should be going a little bit slower, but I am using the magnetic lasso tool, and what it's doing actually is it's wedging itself between the 2 pixels, the orange and the blue pixels, and it's actually trying to snap itself in between the contrasting pixels. As you can see, it's not perfect. You really have to go slow with this tool at the bottom. Again, I'm just showing you the different types of tools for reference and for specific options. Again, you can move this object around with the move tool. Okay, and as you can see, some of the sloppy selections that I had at the bottom, so I'm just going to reset this. And the last tool, and when I'm showing my students this, I always show this last because this is one of their favorite tools, is the magic wand tool. And as you can see, the magic wand tool will select and multiple pixels of the same color length. Okay, by hitting OK, I can change background colors. Okay, by holding shift, I can create multiple selections. The magic wand tool will, I'm just going to unlock this layer here, and you can see I can delete the background. The magic wand tool will select pixels of like color contrast. I'm just going to deselect. I'll try it again here. So I'm selecting one corner, holding shift, selecting the other. This time I'm going to go up to the top. I'm going to go to select, and I'm going to go to inverse, and as you can see, this is a quicker way to select that orange. As you can see at the bottom, it is a lot cleaner way to select the orange. A lot cleaner at the bottom as well. Magic Wand again only works if you're using pixels of like color. But those are 4 different ways that you can select objects in Photoshop. As you can see here, the Magic Wand is a lot of fun by deleting the background. Here I can go to deselect, create a multiple layer. I'm just going to create a new layer here, and I'm not going to name it, I'll just call it layer 1. I can go to my color at the bottom, choose any sort of color. So this is great if you want to select things and create a background by cutting out something in the foreground and selecting something in the background. Select it and then just drag the bottom layer, and you've got your colored, full solid colored background at the back, and now you've got your orange at the front. So I hope you enjoyed my presentation on how to use 4 of the basic editing tools in Photoshop. Thank you.